So the mom that just left, she actually had a tongue tie revision done the first time by an ENT, and they only did an anterior release. The second time, after she came to see me, she was still struggling with breastfeeding, and her baby was already 4 months old. And she was still struggling with long breastfeeding sessions, 45 minutes long, and she was telling me how her baby would not sleep about maybe 15-20 minutes at a time. They were all exhausted, and the baby was put on Zantac for reflux, and the doctor told her to start giving her baby, who was 4 months old, vegetables to help make the tummy feel better. And so when I was able to see her in my office, I had showed her that her baby really was still restricted under the tongue, that they had done a partial release but not a full release. And so I referred her to somebody that actually does very good releases, which I recommend for everyone to look at a preferred provider list. And then I had her come back and work with me with wound care. Wound care is really important because if you don't do really good wound care, then the wound will start to close up. And in this particular case, Mama had noticed that the first day or two seemed okay, but by the day 3, she was struggling again. And so when I saw her, I saw the baby's wound and it was starting to close up. So I showed Mom how to do the wound care better. And she actually got a really good stretch, and it popped it kind of open and a little bit wider, and the function of the tongue became more effective. And she went from a 45-minute feed right to a 10-minute feed. It was fantastic. And Mom continued to do 10-minute feeds with the baby sleeping 2 hours now, not 10-15 minutes at a time. And she said her REM sleep, the baby's REM sleep, actually kicked in, and he was starting to show actual signs of sleepiness, rubbing his eyes, rubbing his head. She even mentioned that his cries sounded differently. He wasn't in distress anymore. And so his cries were what they were supposed to be. He would cry if he's wet, he would cry if he's dirty, he would cry if he's hungry, he would cry if he's tired. And so now Mom and baby and the family actually have gotten their life back. Baby's sleeping well. The wound is almost healed. We're at 6 days now. And I showed Mom a couple of techniques that help facilitate a good wound care, facilitate good healing process, and helping her get a better, deeper latch each time, and just retraining baby his suck, and teaching Mom techniques on how to hold her baby correctly and all those good things. So it was a success, and Mom is happy, and baby is very happy. And she did actually end up changing physicians that supported breastfeeding, and they did not recommend to give the baby food at this point, being only 4 months old. And they are going to start weaning off of the reflux medication because he's no longer having symptoms. And that was due to the fact that he actually had aerophagia reflux, not actual acid reflux. So anyways, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit more information. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me or your local IBCLC, the gold standard of lactation. All right, thank you and have a blessed day.